Somewhere, right now, someone is lying awake, staring at the ceiling, feeling like their life just reset back to zero. Maybe it was a breakup that came out of nowhere. Maybe it was a job you thought was safe until it wasn't. Maybe it was a plan you built slowly, year after year, that collapsed in a matter of days. And now you're left standing in the middle of it, not sure which direction even counts as forward anymore. What makes it worse isn't just the loss, it's the quiet afterward. Everyone else's life seems to keep moving. New jobs, new relationships, new wins showing up on your feed, while yours feels frozen mid-sentence, waiting for a next chapter that hasn't shown up yet. You look around at people who seem to have everything figured out: the stable career, the steady relationship, the 5-year plan that's actually working. And you start to wonder what you did to end up here instead. You didn't do anything to deserve this. You just hit something almost everyone eventually hits. They just don't post about it. Nobody shares the version of themselves lying awake at 2 a.m., questioning every choice that got them here. You're only seeing their highlight reel. You never see their wall. Here's the part nobody tells you about starting over. It's not actually zero. It only feels that way, because loss has a way of making everything look emptier than it really is. But every skill you picked up along the way, every lesson learned the hard way, every bit of resilience you didn't know you had until you needed it, none of that vanished with the job or the relationship or the plan. You're not back at the beginning. You're just standing at a new starting line, carrying more than you realize. So what do you actually do with that? First, stop trying to fix everything at once. When people feel overwhelmed, they try to repair their career, their health, their relationships, and their entire mindset in the same week. Like urgency proves they're trying hard enough. That's not motivation, that's a shortcut to burnout. And burnout will convince you that you're failing again, when really you just took on too much at once. Pick one small thing. Just one. Something you can control today. Not the 5-year version of your life. Just today. Second, learn to separate the facts from the story. The fact might be, I lost my job. The story might be, I'm someone who can't hold anything together, and everyone can see it. Notice the gap between those two sentences. One of them actually happened. The other one is fear, wearing the costume of truth. Facts are things that happen to you. Stories are what you decide those facts mean about you. You get to choose which one you keep repeating in your head. Third, let yourself grieve the version of your life you thought you were building. This step gets skipped constantly because we're taught that moving forward means never looking back. But you're allowed to be sad about the plan that fell apart, even while you're building a new one. Healing isn't pretending it didn't hurt. It's admitting that it did, and choosing to keep moving anyway. Fourth, say it out loud to someone. Not so they can fix it, but so you're not carrying it completely alone. Isolation has a way of making a hard season feel permanent, like this is just how things are now. It isn't. It just feels that way in the silence. And fifth, stop comparing your timeline to someone else's. Your rebuild doesn't have to look like theirs or move at their speed. A foundation poured slowly and carefully outlasts one poured in a panic. Almost nobody's life moves in a straight line, no matter how smooth it looks from the outside. The people you admire most have probably started over more times than you'll ever know. They just don't lead with the collapse. They lead with what came after it. Before I will give you the daily question, it would be a huge help for me and my team if you subscribe to our channel. It's free and motivates me to create more videos like this. So here's the question I'll leave you with. What would you build differently this time?